Supporters of outgoing Republican President Donald Trump have been protesting at statehouses across the U.S. Wednesday amid a violent riot on Capitol Hill. The protests come after Trump rallied supporters against the counting of Electoral College votes that will confirm Democratic President-elect Joe Biden's victory. Trump has falsely claimed the election was rigged through baseless claims of widespread voter fraud. Protesters have gathered at statehouses in Georgia, Kansas, Ohio, Michigan, California, Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, Wyoming, Texas, and other states. Trump posted a video on Twitter telling Capitol Hill rioters to go home, but did not address protests at state buildings. The president continued to falsely claim the election was stolen in his video. Georgia's Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger evacuated from the state capitol building Wednesday afternoon, NBC affiliate 11 Alive reported. Raffensperger has been a frequent target of the president's attacks on election integrity. It is unimaginable that we have people in our state and country who are undermining public safety, attacking law enforcement, and breaking into gov buildings. This is not the GAR way, and it's not the way of our country. These activities are a disgrace and quite honestly un-American, Georgia GOP Gov. Brian Kemp said on Twitter Wednesday. Protesters entered the Kansas State House in Topeka on Wednesday afternoon, though the group held a permit to protest at the building and there was no breach, NBC affiliate KSNT reported. The protesters remained peaceful and have dispersed, KSNT reported. They showed up at their scheduled permit time, they had their rally, it was peaceful, nobody went where they weren't supposed to be, nothing was done out of the ordinary, and they left on time. Don Hughes, a public information officer for the Kansas Highway Patrol, told CNBC. Trump supporters and members of neo-fascist Proud Boys rioted outside the Ohio State House on Wednesday, clashing with Black Lives Matter protesters, according to the Columbus Dispatch. Hundreds of Trump supporters protested outside the Michigan state capitol Wednesday, Detroit Free Press reported. The demonstrations have been peaceful, Michigan State Police said. A representative from Utah's state capitol told CNBC that protests outside of the building have been going on since 9 a.m. local time and have remained peaceful. There have been no breaches to the building and no reports of property damage. The Utah Capitol building has been closed to the public due to the pandemic, not due to protests. Sacramento police reported altercations at the California state capitol Wednesday, but said demonstrations have dispersed. The California governor's office reports no major incidents. California Gov. Gavin Newsom canceled his scheduled coronavirus update on Wednesday out of an abundance of caution. We are concerned for the safety of California's congressional delegation and U.S. Capitol staff, and are reaching out to offer support in every way possible, the Democratic governor said in a statement, adding he was concerned about the safety of his own office staff. Government offices in Denver closed early on Thursday and non-essential city employees were released from work as a precautionary measure because of protests, according to a report by the Denver Post. A meeting of a state legislature committee was also postponed, the report said. Hundreds of demonstrators gathered and were loud, but peaceful, in the downtown capital of Colorado, according to the Post. Some carried Trump flags. New Mexico, Wyoming, and Texas closed the state capitol buildings and, in some cases, evacuated the employees, NBC News reported. The United States of America is resilient. It has weathered many storms because of our form of government and our remarkable Constitution. The violence that we are witnessing in the U.S. Capitol dishonors our legacy and denigrates the shining city on the hill, Ronald Reagan spoke of, said Wyoming Governor Mark Gordon, in a statement. Interfering with the peaceful transfer of power is an affront to the very Constitution that has made our country what it is. Gordon, a Republican, said he encouraged the country to follow Wyoming's example in a proper and peaceful expression of dissent, the cornerstone of free speech. In Richmond, entrances to the Virginia state capitol have been blocked off out of an abundance of caution. Capitol Square was barricaded and employees were told to leave, but there weren't any active threats in the area.